This is for you, Aquarius. Saturn remains retrograde in the sign of Sagittarius the Archer, which continues to affect the water bearer's 11th house of friends and reputation, with rememberings of past associations, archaic laws about how people should behave, in contrast to how they actually behave, as well as getting back to some form of normality after the enormous change the inhabitants of Earth have endured, proceeding from the age of Pisces into the now firmly established age of Aquarius. So we've gone through something, and everybody needs to understand that. It started back in 2000, and people need to understand that this is a process, but we're certainly firmly ingrained in the age of Aquarius at this time. Now, those light workers who have anticipated this grand transition of the eons now have the universe they have co-created with God, as well as that in which they aspired to live. Saturn is known as God the Lawgiver, found in Genesis 2:16-17, and he commanded him, saying, "Of every tree of paradise thou shalt eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat, for in what day soever thou shalt eat of it, thou shalt die the death." Uranus persists in a direct transit in the sign of Aries the Ram throughout April 2016. This continues to influence your third house of travel and communication, Aquarius. This current direct passage of Uranus permits you to modify the elements of your experience that continue to require correction, and thus you will take on such important subjects with confidence. You'll be more self-assured during this direct transit through the sign of the Ram. Now, Uranus is known as the attribute of God from the heavens, found in John 1:51, and he saith to him, Amen, amen, I say to you, you shall see the heaven opened, and the angels of God ascending and descending upon the Son of Man. Now, let's see how your ruling planets of Saturn and Uranus affect you this month, Aquarius. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Your air guardian Archangel Raphael speaks to you from your Aquarius angel, who is Cambriel. So that's your Zodiac angel. Now, the Archangel Raphael, who is the divine physician, this is the crystalline form of the Archangel Raphael, this is his hexagram, and this is the crystalline form of the Merkaba field, or Merkaba field of air. Some say Merkaba, some say Merkaba. Mer means rotating fields of light. Ka means spirit. Ba means soul. So this is the crystalline form. We're going to give you a meditation with that at the end of this transmission, so stay tuned for that. Also, we're going to be giving you, at the end of this transmission, we're going to be giving you a rune stone that we pulled for you this month, and we'll give you the meaning of that for you at the end of the transmission. So we'll give you a little heads up this month for that. Now, this is an angelic horoscope transmission from your Aquarius angel, Cambriel, who resides over the water bearer's fixed air. And here are his messages for you in love, money, and health. First, we have for you Aquarius Cambriel's love transmission. Now, hope springs eternal during the month of April for all those lucky purveyors of peace and harmony in business, social, work, society, work, or family situations. Whether it's a social situation, a business situation, or a love situation, it's going to be a time for those who are pushing peace and harmony. That's going to be their time. Now, treating others as you would like to be treated proves fruitless only when one forgets the fact that although every action has an equal and opposite reaction, the hint the universe is attempting to give you this month, Aquarius, is that the word opposite is what you should pay attention to, since kindness does not beget kindness unless that is the true purpose. If that's the true intention, it will beget kindness. But it's often not the true intention, but rather The inverse quality of contempt, since intention is the key to the seeming lack of continuity in your relationships this month. Because the action doesn't matter. It's the intention. The universe does not respond or react to your action. Your random acts of kindness will get you only horrible results if the intention behind them has anger or greed or envy or any of the 7 deadly sins behind it. You're going to end up with a bad response. So only the intention is what matters. And people are not really able to treat others as they'd like to be treated, not truly. So they have to turn their vessels upward towards the Creator to receive from the Creator for the contentment of the Creator who is giving to you, according to the Zohar, so that you can actually truly have the ability to bestow. And then the intention changes, and then the results are what you intend, rather than the opposite of what you intend. All right. Now for Cambriel's money transmission, money is lucky for you this month. Fortune in your personal matters and relationships affords you advancement in the business or work-related arenas of your life. Whether it's friendship, business, or health, it's all about relationships, and this is where you shine this month. So, obviously, people keep forgetting, we all do, that the way we experience our relationships is the way we either do or do not make money. It's all about getting other people on your side and to back you up and to cooperate with you. And since one size does not fit all, and everybody's very different, you really need to know more precisely your target audience, who it is that you're trying to target and what they truly want. Because people think that they can continue to force other people to want what they want, but that doesn't work because people have different spiritual and physical genetics which make them want what they want. And everybody was designed by the Creator for what they are designed to desire. Your desires, according to the Zohar, do not have their origin in you. They have their origin in the one who created you with your desires so that the desires could be fulfilled by the Creator. So that's what you need to understand. You need to give people specifically what they're asking for, very specific. And that's what you're good at. So you'll do well if you utilize that best part of you this month, Aquarius, because there's nothing you can't do when you allow the better part of yourself to win. Your relationship with your own body regarding your health transmission this month, with the help of the Archangel Raphael, the divine physician, your relationship with your own body is the key to success in your ultimate health programs in April. Veneration of the self is paramount at this time, so don't forget to include your own needs in all negotiations and watch your health flourish. So if you don't take care of yourself and your needs every moment, then, and you say, well, I'm not going to care about myself, and I don't care about myself, I only care about other people, and then you wonder why you don't have good health. And you're no good to anybody else if you don't have good health. So you need to take care of yourself, and we all need to follow that very important caveat this month. Now, for this month's Lucky Runestone prediction for you, we have the Runestone of Isa. Okay, now Isa, for the message for you is use the cold hardening brought forth this month to sharpen your own instincts towards avoiding time wasters who seek only to serve the self rather than expressing the superior attribute of service to others. Now remember what we said earlier, service to others is not about you hurting yourself for other people. That's just stupid. Because people, they don't want you to be injured for them. They want you to take care of yourself and be healthy so that you are of some good to them. If you don't have your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health, what can you offer? What can you do for anybody? So you need to not get all upset and not get all nervous and run around like a chicken with your head cut off, because that wastes time. Okay? So you need to stay cool, calm, and collected, and simply deal with things in a manner that is methodical, and you'll do very well. Now, a disclaimer is in order here. High magic can be dangerous. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Now we're going to give you the Merkaba or Merkaba field representation here, the little simple meditation. On next month, we're going to give you a way to spin these properly. But for this month, we're going to have you just focus on this. This is the crystalline form of the Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Air. I want you to focus on it. And we want you to be able to burn that into your brain so that when you close your eyes, you'll be able to pull it up in your imagination and see it. Because then next time we'll be able to teach you how to spin it. Now, this is a polygon and a polygram because it's a form of a hexagram and hexagon because it's three-dimensional. So it includes both. But a hexagram is something or a polygram is going to be a figure that's going to seal energy, whereas a polygon, a hexagon, or pentagon, or whatever you're dealing with, 5-pointed pentagon, 6-pointed hexagon, a polygon is going to radiate energy. So you need to understand that when you utilize these methods. You need to make sure you drink a lot of liquids when you're using these kind of techniques, because this is very intense energy that takes a toll on the cells of the body. When you invoke angelic energies, it takes a toll of your physical body, so you need to take care of yourself. Now, when you utilize this, you can either chant the divine tone of I know, which is a more stationary, eternal now divine tone. I know, you would chant it. I know, like that. All right? Now, that's going to put you into the resurrected Christ God form, which does away with the thieves of the future and the past. The thieves that are the fear of the future and the regret of the past. That's the resurrected Christ, who is no longer on the cross, but indeed is resurrected in the eternal now. Whereas if you want to use a more progressive tone of knowing, where you would chant knowing in that manner, much like you see in science fiction programs where they have the computer saying working, that's a progressive manner. And that creates the thieves of the future and the past. It creates the thieves of the future, that is the fear of the future, and the past, which is regret of the past. So what you want to do, that's going to create, though, the progressive form, if you use it, the crucified Christ, rather than the risen Christ. So depending on which one will serve you best at this time, you can use whichever one makes you feel well. Not which one makes you feel good or bad, but which one makes you feel well would be what we would advise. And we gave you our disclaimer that this is for entertainment purposes because it can be dangerous. All right? Now, for your ephemeris information, calculations for Eastern and Greenwich Mean Time. For Eastern Time, Eastern Daylight Time, we have for the new moon on the 7th of April, 2016 at 7:24 a.m. That's 18 degrees, Aries, 4 minutes. We have also on the 22nd of April 2016 the full moon at 1:24 a.m. That's at 2 degrees Scorpio, 30 minutes. And that's Earth Day, the 22nd. For London time, Greenwich Mean Time, we have the new moon on the 7th of April 2016 at 11:24 a.m. at 18 degrees Aries, 4 minutes. All right, and now on the 22nd of April 2016, the full moon, that's Earth Day again, at 5:25 a.m. at 2 degrees Scorpio, 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us, Aquarius. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Join us again next month.